Hello and welcome to Assembly Time. My name's Mr. Davis and I hope you're having an amazing St. David's Day this week. I hope you've been wearing your Welsh jerseys and your daffs and leeks with pride. I hope you've been singing some amazing Welsh songs in your school this week. But today, I want to tell you the story about the man behind the day. Here's the story of St. David. On a green hill overlooking the bay, a man was sitting and praying and talking to God. He really wanted to see the land changed. He wanted to see the people trust in the one and true and living God. God's answer? Not yet. Another man will do that job. He was to go somewhere else. And he listened to God. That man moved. And he moved to Ireland, where he became Patrick. Saint Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. But whatever happened to that land that he prayed for, that one by the sea? Well, as always, God had a plan. Born to a nun, Dewi, or David as we call him, was raised in a village near Abereron. His mum taught him the Bible and told him about what Jesus did. The fact that he takes away the wrong things that we do by dying on a cross and coming back to life again to take away all the wrong things that we do, so that we can be friends with God now and forever in his home in heaven. And from a young age, Dewi became a Christian and he wanted to serve God. St. David did amazing things. There are stories about him everywhere. There's one story about how he helped an army face the Vikings. How were they ever going to win? St. David's answer? Put a leek on your top, boys. Then everyone will know the ones who wear the leeks are the Welsh. And that day, they won their battle. There's another amazing story about how St. David travelled to meet with the bishops. And everyone was talking and no one was really listening. And by God's amazing grace, the ground rose underneath his feet so that everyone would listen to what he had to say. In the 6th century, he travelled around Wales and England telling anyone who would listen about Jesus, how he takes away the wrong things that people do, so that we can have a hope and a future, not just for now, but forever in his home in heaven. And as they came to faith in Jesus, Dewi set up churches. In all, he set up 12 monasteries, including Glastonbury and, of course, St. David. St. David's was special. It was to be a centre of preaching and teaching, a place where monks could live, can learn and serve their community. They grew their own crops, they fed the poor and proclaimed the gospel to anyone who would listen. Dewi did amazing things for God. Everything he did in his life, whether it was preaching or teaching or miracles, he viewed himself as a vessel of grace. God simply working through him. His most famous words to his people were this: be joyful, keep the faith, and do the little things that you have seen me do. The Bible tells us something similar. It says, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. St. David died on March the 1st in 589 AD and was later made patron saint of Wales. And we celebrate his life every single year with leeks, daffodils, Welsh cakes, Barabrith, cowl, and hymns and arias. Well, but I hope you enjoyed my story today of St. David. He said, do the little things. And I wonder, what little things could you start doing? St. David spent all of his life telling people from all walks of life about Jesus and how he could change their lives forever. He also helped them in practical ways and helped train generations of people who went round telling people the amazing news. So what little thing could you start doing? Perhaps it's being kind to those around you. Perhaps it's saying thank you more often, or showing appreciation to somebody you care about. Perhaps it's simply sharing what you have with other people. Why not start this St. David's Day by starting doing the little things? Because the little things can make a big difference. Well, that's all we've got time for Assembly Time today. I hope you've had an amazing time with me today. And before we go, I'm going to pray and talk to God. And if you want to join in with me, you can pray along with me too, because you can say Amen at the end, because Amen means I agree too. So if you're ready, hands up here. And we can do this bit in Welsh, can't we? Ready? E, dau, tri. Jesus, thank you that we get to celebrate St. David's Day every year. Thank you that it helps us to remember all the amazing things about Wales and about our land. Jesus, help us to remember the story of St. David, that he went about doing little things in helping people and supporting people. And Jesus, would you help us too to do the little things by caring and protecting and showing love and care to those around us. Because when we do little things, with your help, big things happen. Help us to remember that, I pray, in your great name. Amen.